Goeiemôre, Sharon Dawn Hicks van Groendorp. Kan ons miskien daarmee afskop? En kan jy asseblief vir die mense vertel wat in Groendorp aangaan? Jy is selfs baie welkom om daai knoppie te druk as jou sein goed genoeg is, daai enetjie om te add, dan add ek jou, want dit is een van die dinge waar ek agterraak. Ek sien dis 'n slow connection en hy's nou op internet. Ek weet nie of ek dalk van die internet af moet gaan, baby, maar ek sit eintlik op 'n baie oulike plekkie. Maar dit lyk vir my hy is baie stadig. En ek weet nie of hy nou mooi geconnect is nie. Ek het die mobile data afgehaal. Nou sien ons niks. Ek het die mobile data afgehaal. So as jy dalk wil opkom en praat oor die Groendorp kwessie, sal ek dit so waardeer. Nou sien ek nou nie jou boodskapie meer nie. Baby, kom help my met al die tegniese goed totdat ek alright is, asseblief. Dat ek nou nie in my agterkop, julle weet, mense wat nou nie baie op so regstreekse pratery doenig is nie, sal nie weet waarmee jou alles sukkel in 'n ou Suid-Afrika, want hy's nie nuut nie, daar's niks nuut omtrent hierdie plek nie, is net dieselfde ou gemors. Waarmee ons heeldag moet stoei. As jy dink, op watter vlakke moet 'n mens...
sien nou enige request.
Ja, maar ek sien daar's 'n invite wat ek vir haar kon gestuur het. Sy sommer die heel eerste een en dan invite jou gegoed en dan probeer jy haar add. Dan kyk ons of ons dit kan regkry. Dit lyk nie of ons dit kan doen nie. Kom ons kyk of ons dit dalkies reg. En is ook nou dalk nie iemand wat baie graag net in die openbaar wil praat nie, maar ek is geweldig nuuskierig omdat my lyf my nie heeltyd al die plekke toe kan vat. My foon is ook te besig, so ek kan nie altyd van alles kennis neem nie en my hart is daar in die Groendorp en by Eureka. En ek weet nie of oom Adrian dalk beskikbaar is hier.
Nee, so sy moet nou aan haar kant dit nie.
Ja, ek weet, maar ek is nie so seker dat sy weet hoe dit werk nie en ook of sy nou reg steun het nie. Sharon, how are you?
Hello. I think our Wi-Fi's bad, yeah, hey?
I know.
Comes and goes.
Let's try as much as we can, but I'm very curious and sorry for this impromptu invitation when I saw your name. I just felt maybe I can have a discussion with one of you guys and just get up to speed. I think it's something that the whole South Africa should take note of, the difficulties that you are going through at Groendorp, there at the Groen River. For those of you that don't know, it is about 70 kilometers, I would say, or a bit less, out of Garries. So on the coast, about 5 kilometers from the coast, right on the Groen River. And the Groen River is not always in flow, but at least you've got that beautiful sanctuary there, right at the mouth, going into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, Sharon, you've been embroiled in legal, and I'm talking about Groendorp as well as the Eerste Dorp, Eureka. You've been involved. Now, we don't want to talk about secrets at the moment and intricate things, but try and give us an idea about the people there and what they are going through, what is good, what is bad, what you think should be changed, and who can help you, who can support you get through this difficult time. And I know that's
Louis, it's very bad.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very bad here at the moment. Just about everybody's packed up and left.
Yes.
On the top section of our Groendorp up here, it's only us left here. Glenda broke her house down. Bram has broken down. Tracy has broken down. Derek has broken down, and most of the people have come to take their furniture and they've left. So just their houses are standing there. Lynette and Ludwig, they've also moved on, but their house is still standing. We're actually busy breaking down, by the way. But ours is for a different reason. We are going back to Durban because Basil's got a very bad health problem. He's got low blood platelets, and there's no doctors here that can help him. So we are going back for that reason. And number two, for my granddaughter. You know, my daughter died 3 years ago, and that little girl, I need to be around her. I haven't seen her for ages, so by being there, I'll be able to be with her. So we are busy. Down at the bottom, quite a few people have also left. The Stains that run the shop, they staying. They reckon nobody's going to push them off here. Our admin lady, she's left. The other Koos and Julie have left. Just about, it's called now Spookdorp, to be honest with you. We now call Spookdorp because we've got such little people left here. People were getting stressed. They were worried we're going to be kicked out. And then, funny enough, I was in Garis 2 weeks ago, and I spoke to the man at the OK Bazaars. He owns the OK Foods.
Yeah.
And he's on the council.
Yeah,
and he says there's no way they haven't got money and they cannot throw us out here. They need another place to put us into before they can actually throw us out. But they're going to keep sending those letters to tell us they're coming to break us down and get us out of here. They're trying their best, and let me tell you, at least 10 families have packed up and gone for that reason. They can't stay. We've tried legal aid. Monica tried legal aid for us. They can't help us. She's been through quite a few people to try and get help, but everybody says, sorry, they can't help because of the liquidation and of the municipality trying to bash our houses down. So we really are stuck in a rut, don't know what to do anymore. But there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 people still that reckon they'll stay. They're not leaving. They can't, they've got nowhere to go. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad at the moment. We would have stayed. We would have fought it all the way, but 2 reasons, like I told you, is why we're going, for those 2 reasons. I don't know who else. Yeah, we don't know who else can help anymore, do we?
What is the people's financial position that's currently stuck there?
The people that are still here, I would say they're doing okay. The Stains, they're doing okay. They've got the shop that they run here. They've got their father that has a good pension, so they're doing fine. But most of the people that have just on pensions, on SASSA, they've actually packed up and left to go to family. There's one guy, Hein, he's on SASSA and he can't go anywhere. He's got no money to go anywhere. So I would say the people that are left here they're living okay, put it that way. Yeah. So, but they don't have houses to go to because they sold up before they came here. So they don't have any houses to go to. Yeah. So it's hard. Louis, I don't even know what to say anymore, but you know, I was bad before when you came to visit us. We were we were going to stay. But the last time Basil went through to the doctors and they tested his low platelets, they just said, you know what, you're getting so low, he's down to 24. And you're supposed to have 150 and he's down to 24. And they said there's nothing they can do anymore. When he gets to 10, they can do a blood transfusion. But they can't do it yet. They've got to send him to Kimberley or Uppington, somewhere along there. So we're rather going to go back to Durban. My daughter will help us. Of course, it's going to cost money. We need to go to a hematologist, a proper qualified hematologist to help Basil a little bit. We hope. We don't know if there's any hope anymore. And my granddaughter, I want to be by her. So that is why we're packing up. We're leaving all this beautiful quietness, safeness to go to Durban, back to the wild town, if I can put it that way. The traffic. Yeah, we got no traffic. It's beautiful, yeah. But yeah, we'll get used to it again.
My heart goes out to you so much. I can quickly bring the rest of the people up to speed, as Walter was always the lawyer and he worked with a person from Vredendal. For the moment, I forgot his name now, the attorney there. And
Yes.
Walter has told us all that he referred all this to the Constitutional Court. To a shock, I had to also discover a number of months back that he hasn't done that. And we've paid quite a bit, I think about 4 million rand in legal fees, in fact more. And obviously that was a shocker to me, and then Walter turned against me as well. So that was very hard for all of us. We are currently sitting in a situation where we are acting against Walter regarding legal fees, money that's been invested in his trust account, as well as for legal fees. But I am in contact with the liquidators of that estate and talking about Eureka, and they are coming up with a number of suggestions. Let me put it to you in this way. The Garis municipality does not have money to pay for legal action against the people. Their account is sitting already at 700 and something thousand, and I am in negotiation with them via attorneys at the moment to see whether we can come to some sort of an agreement. I haven't recently spoken to Uncle Adrian or any of the managers there. I was in a group, but I just felt that we need a bit more secrecy in terms of our behavior. So I am in contact with the liquidators. The person that's central there is Ruas, and they are busy with that, and they are trying to get to a compromise according to that Article 155 of the Insolvency Act. Obviously, companies there as well. Now, as far as I know, Groendorp resorts under Eureka, and it was a mistake, but I believe Uncle Adrian and the board tried to transfer the property to the Groendoring Trust, or the Doring Trust, not Groendoring, sorry, I'm now being influenced by the Groendoring, by the Doring Trust, but that was not done because the municipality refused to do the transfer. I remember that because we paid the legal fees to Schroeder attorneys, the transfer fees and everything, yet it wasn't done. As far as Eureka is concerned, the first door, apparently that legal action is still going on, and there's still a chance to refer that to the Constitutional Court, and that is what I am negotiating and fighting with Ruas, the liquidators, as well as with the Garis municipality via attorneys. All right. We've got a new team of attorneys, 4 different attorneys and 2 sets of advocates, and I am totally committed to sort that out. Doesn't matter how. That I can tell you. But why I've asked you to also impromptu come up, and you can vouch that I've never arranged anything with you, is to also share the drama that you as a family went through with your daughter. And I think talking about it, maybe it's time that you can say something about it without going into too much detail. But the pain that you went through, and other people with similar heartache that comes from that area, and you just came there to have peace. That's all.
Exactly. That's what we came here for.
If you would like to share maybe some of the trauma that you were exposed to, as much as you can share, because I really think people need to hear your story.
It started with quite a bit. We came here in 2019. We sold up everything in Durban, everything. We came here with not even a bed. Your diamond money bought me a bed. We had no bed when we came here. Those puckies of ours bought me a bed, a fridge, and a washing machine came from you. So that's something I can thank you for, because we came here with nothing. I promise you, we came here with a caravan and a tent. We stayed in our caravan and tent for 6 months. But after 3 months, the wind blew our tent to smithereens, and then we had to start building our house. We did that. Then in 2020, you know what happened with COVID and all the rest. So we had a very tough time here as well. Then our bakkie was taken away from us, so we sat with no transport. But then my children came, they moved here, my son and his wife. Then in 2021, from February, my daughter was sending me messages. Mom, I need to get away. Mom, I need to get away. This man is doing me no good. I need to get away. And we couldn't help her. So then when I did offer her help, she couldn't come. She said no. He threatened her that she cannot move because of their little baby they had together. The baby was 2.5 when she died. What happened there is he was already seeing another woman, but he wouldn't let her go because he wanted both. So he was staying with my daughter for 1 night, and he would go to the girlfriend for 3 nights. And eventually she couldn't do it anymore, yeah. She couldn't do it anymore. It was really starting to be a bad thing for her. Then she had a little home business, and he was stealing all her money. So he would come to her and say, I need 300 Rand, I need 1,000 Rand, I need 3,000 Rand, I'll pay it back to you tomorrow. So she was taking her customers' money and giving it to him, but he would never return it. Then she got into big trouble. She sold dolls from overseas, and that came to 55,000. He took it from her, and he said he will organize the dolls to come into South Africa, and it never happened. So she had all the people on her back telling her what a thief she is, what a rubbish person she is, and low class and all the rest. So that was all starting to get to her, and she asked for help. We couldn't help her at that time. Then the one night on the 7th of October 21, he came home. He went to sleep. He came at 5 in the morning. She was a 55-kilogram girl. She was 36 when she died. She only weighed 36 kilos. He never, ever brought food to the house, nothing. On the morning of the 8th, sorry, it was the morning of the 8th, he got home at 5 in the morning. He went to go sleep. And she got a message to say, check his phone. And of course, she checked his phone. There were the messages from the new girlfriend. So she woke him up and she said to him, I mean, I'm going into the whole story because I feel I need to tell you the whole story. And so what happened is he tried to get the phone from her, and she ran from the bedroom to the lounge, and she said, no, she's going to phone the girlfriend and ask what's going on, because he denied it. Of course, he said, no, it's you're reading it wrong. You're reading it wrong. So they were playing tug of war, and he was pulling the phone out of her hand, and he let go. And my daughter flew through the lounge window, and she cut her whole leg open from the ankle right up to her groin. It ripped her completely open. She bled out in 4 minutes. My daughter was dead in 4 minutes. Oh. He didn't even try to help her. He didn't put a towel on her. He didn't call for help. I got the message the other day from the security group. They sent it to me. I'll actually send it to you and you'll read it. While she was dying on the floor, Louis, she was calling for help, asking them to please come help her. She's bleeding. She cut her whole leg open. She's bleeding. Then they said to her, we haven't got you on our books. What is your address? And she died at that moment. She couldn't even give the address. Then they said to me, they heard a guy from the far away, like in the back bedroom, shouting the address. So they rushed there. They got there, but she had already died. He had no blood on him. He had nothing on him. He didn't help her one bit. They asked him, why didn't you phone for help? So he says, no, he didn't know that she was bleeding to death. So that was his thing. Then the cops, they did interrogate him, but his excuse was no. First he lied. He said she got on a ladder and she fell through the window. So the friend said to him, but where's the ladder? You don't own a ladder. Okay, no. Then she ran in, she kicked the window out. That's what he said to the cops, that she ran and kicked the window out. Now the friend about 6 months afterwards said, no, there was no such thing. They were playing tug-of-war. He was pulling the phone out of her hand and he let go. And my daughter went through just the one leg. And of course, the window broke. That it had a big sharp point that she fell down onto that point. And then when she fell out the back inside the lounge, her whole leg got ripped. My daughter died in 4 minutes, Louis. 4 minutes, she was dead. With a little 2-year-old daughter, 2.5-year-old. We rushed down from here. The worst part was my eldest daughter phoned me and she said, Mommy, when last did you speak to Nikita? And I said, 2 days ago. Why? She said, Mommy, sit down. I said, why? Now I started panicking. She said, Mommy, just sit down, please. So she said, we don't know if this is a joke, but I'm on my way to Nikita's house. We've just been told that she's dead. We went mad. Yeah, I collapsed. I went absolutely crazy. 20 minutes later, she phoned and she said, Mommy, where are you? So I said, I'm sitting outside. Why? She said, it's true. Nikita is dead. She spoke to Chase and he said that she ran and kicked the window out. The friend also called my daughter and said, that didn't happen. But I'm not telling you the truth because it's not for me to tell you. Then we got a detective that called us in. He went through the file. He's doing more investigations, but he asked for 40,000 Rand bribe. He said, if you give me 40,000 Rand, I will see that he goes to jail. We didn't have the 40,000. And I mean, you don't do a bribe anyway. I wanted the truth to come out, Louis, not a bribe. And it had to stay at that. We had to drop the case. Basil wanted to go and shoot this man. That's how bad it affected him. I had to speak him out of it. He arranged for a guy to give him a motorbike in Durban to go with a helmet on and go and shoot him. And I said, you can't do that. The little girl has lost her mommy. She can't still now lose her daddy. And she loves her dad. We had her for 6 months. My eldest daughter had her for 6 months, but then he came and stole her. He said he's just taking her to the shop. He used to come visit there, I think, every second weekend. We had lawyers fighting it for us. My friend's lawyer did it all for free. It was 120,000, but he did it for free, but he couldn't carry on. He says, now we need to start paying if we must take it any further. And we couldn't. So when he stole her back, we couldn't do anything about it. The cops would do nothing about it. And eventually our lawyer just said to us, what do you want to do? You need 200,000 to put down now to help us get this little child back. And we didn't have that. So we had to leave it. But to this day, we still don't talk to Chase, but the girlfriend and I have become friends because she sends me videos, photos, and all the updates of my little granddaughter, where Chase doesn't. I can't speak to her, so she gets the phone and she'll make a video call and I can at least speak to my little granddaughter. And then, funny enough, she asked me the other day, she says to me, when I'm back in Durban, can I sit down with her and explain to her how Nikita died, the truth? So I said, why are you asking? She says, no, because she's heard too many stories. She'd like to know from me, how did she actually die? Now, I don't know if it's a trick question. Does she want to see by us what we know and to tell the boyfriend? Or is she also scared for some rhyme or reason that she just wants to know the truth? We're not sure. Then after that, we're now happy that she's a happy little girl. She's 5 years old. I got photos of her now yesterday, and she looks so healthy, Louis, and we're very happy, but we can't wait to be there with her. So we'll get her every second weekend. So that's a good thing for my heart, that I will get her. And then weeks later, my sister died. 5 months later, my brother died at 55 years old. He died. And a year later, my other brother died at 52 years old. And in between that, our pit bull dog got bitten by a cobra, a geel slang, and he died in 13 minutes. And then I had a niece dying. Her husband gave her tablets, pretending he's fixing her because he worked for a chemist, and she died from these tablets. So we've had so many deaths in our family, and bad deaths and terrible deaths, but the worst is my daughter, of course. My heart is starting to heal, Louis, because I can talk about it now. I could never talk about it. I even wanted to kill myself at one time in the first 6 months. Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. But Basil's struggling badly. That's why I also want to get to Durban, that he can go for some grief counseling or something. You know, men like to, oh, I don't need it, but he needs it badly. And of course I'll go with him because I know I need it too, but at least I can talk about it. Get the tears. My heart's broken, but I need to talk about it. My Facebook is covered about my daughter. Every day I put something about her. And people that don't like it, Louis, I don't care. It's my daughter. She was only 33 years old, and that's the way I'm recovering, by putting something of her every day on Facebook. She was dead for 3 years now on the 8th of October, so that was a very tough day for us. And today's my anniversary, and we don't celebrate my anniversary anymore. We just stopped celebrating, but from next year, Basil, yeah, we start from next year celebrating our anniversary. Yeah, it's been tough, yeah, very, very tough, but I'm looking forward going back to Durban, but I'm also going to miss Groendorp very, very much. I am going to. I know I am. So that's my life story. And I know you've been there. I've told you the story before, once before as well. So much has happened, Louis, that I can't let it affect me, because I think things would have happened to us if we did let it affect us too badly. And then, of course, the fighting that's been going on here at Groendorp. Then you've got this group fighting with you and that group fighting with you, because now we all don't know where we stand. But things are calm now. I will admit, everything's so calm here. Well, because there's nobody living up here. By me, where I'm living, I'm the only person. The little group at the bottom, there's a few there, but all the fighting has stopped. So we've all realized you can't fight. You've got to stand together. And that's where I feel I'm standing with him. Even though I'm leaving, I'm still standing with him, and hopefully things can come right one day. So, yeah, here we go.
Sharon, it is so hard for me to hear this, because obviously my whole heart has been invested in Eureka and Groendorp from the start. I don't have to give particulars in terms of what I try to do all the time. It's interesting, a month after Eureka was attacked, and the liquidation started, a month later they came for us in February 2023. And what is so sad is I've been on the back foot fighting, and obviously every time I get there and I see people gone, the meetings are getting smaller.
Sure.
And the people's, just their whole manner looking at life, so despondent. And still now, I'm not giving up. What does concern me is that there's a lot of people writing, even after Forum wanted to get involved now, and I actually almost got angry, because why didn't they get involved before? Why couldn't they stand together when the opportunity was there all the time to assist? I can say the following. I can say that I haven't given up. Uncle Adrian,
I know you haven't.
Uncle Adrian is not a young man anymore, and obviously some people blame him for what has happened as well, so it makes it complicated. And we know Uncle Adrian is not always the easiest. I've been with him about a month ago, and I can see that his health has also taken a beating. Tannie Floss is also not well. And what is so sad, I'm thinking about people like Floor, that was there, that died. His wife, I attended his son's wedding in
Yes.
and she had to drive there with a bus knowing that the husband has died because he told her in the
Exactly.
morning that he cannot talk about it at the wedding. That was terrible. So,
She must go and
yeah,
then
his wife came to me at the wedding whilst his children didn't know that they are getting married and their father has died in the morning. What a,
I
people
heard
have really gone through very, very hard times there.
hard times.
I've had
Definitely.
contact with Dion Harmse for a long time, and he stays down in Cape Town. And he got married in the meantime and got divorced again. You know,
Divorced.
the situation has really been tough for so many people. I believe the suddenly his name is out of my. He also died in his house. His son Tom. Let me just try and remember now. It's at Eerste Dorp I'm talking about now. Yeah,
Yeah.
from
Yes.
Oki, from Oki, from Oki.
Yes. Yes.
He's died.
Died as well.
Uncle Daniel, that's been the oldest resident there. He's moved on. He didn't die, but he's obviously gone to live with children or so. So it's really sad,
Yes.
but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up because if we give up, what we are saying is that people that end up in desperate situations all over the country has nowhere to go. And I would not like to see that end like that. I believe people made offers on the ground.
Yes.
The liquidators said it's ridiculous. It's something like 200,000, and obviously that cannot happen. So
Yes.
I will go again. In fact, in about 7-8 days, I'm going to be there, and I'm talking again with the municipality, trying to come to a settlement regarding the legal fees, and then see what we can save out of all of this. It is sad to me that I trusted this to a lawyer that I trusted as a friend for 14 years. But obviously, through all the attacks that I've been through, it was very hard to just concentrate on everything as it was happening. But I would like to ask our people on this group that not only pray, but I want to put a fund together for the people that's still there, still struggling, and still cannot move. They're on SASA, they've got nowhere to go. And I'm going to put a fund together with the help of our group here, even if people can just give 10 or 20 Rand. We're going to form a trust, and then so that the people there can actually have the beneficiaries of that trust. So that is what I'm going to do straight away. And it is strange enough that I was praying about it last night, and here you are. And as I saw you, I just felt that we must do
You
something
need
about this.
support.
Yeah. So I just looked.
Thank
I was going to talk about other business, and I'm still going to do that. But we're going to put a fund together for you. So I'm going to be in contact very, very soon. Get the names of the people. I know some of them. There was a group, but some of them left already. And just make sure
Yes.
who is there, apart from the bigger fight, to make sure that Groendorp and Eureka doesn't disappear. I think it's important that we support those people that's totally desperate there. So, Sharon,
Exactly.
if that's a bit of hope you can give to people, I've always contributed, and that is the reason I got in trouble in the first place, because of the link between me
Yes.
and Eureka. And I hear
Yes.
often that the Boere Verneker, whatever they call me, is a racist. They misunderstand my heart, and it's very hard in that. I think there's something like almost 400 articles about me, and yeah, it's so hard to get the truth out there. But the truth of Eureka and Groendorp must get out there. So I'm gonna specifically do something that you can get support, and also the people that's left there. That is a promise that I will not break. So
Oh,
uh,
wonderful.
I'm going to put a fund together and help you. And everybody on this group and other groups, if it's 10 rand that you can spare it for Groendorp and the people that are still struggling there, that can go nowhere. They gave them alternative accommodation in a downtrodden, you can't even believe. You must remember these are proud people, and they've taken their pensions to go and settle for the rest of their life, and they are kicked out, and they are offered something like a caravan park that I've been there. I mean, I will not have my pet stay there. Okay.
Exactly. And they were going to put us in tents. They were going to put us all in tents.
I know.
It was a terrible rundown place. Nobody could go live there, Louis. Not at all, yeah.
Yeah, apart from the fact that they're struggling with water and services and all that. So, Sharon, there is a promise to you in front of everybody. We're going to support those people that's there, and I'll be there in the next 7-8 days. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to fight that municipality. I'm fighting it for a very, very long time. It's just that my lawyer unfortunately gave up on the fight, and a lot of money disappeared in that process, which is a very, very sad situation for me. But we will make right with you. And I must say to you and to Basil, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this very, very traumatic time. Whilst you actually went there to Groendorp to try and just find a bit of peace in your life. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. Nobody deserves that. And I just pray that God gives you all the peace in your heart en al die troos wat sy vaderhart vir jou kan gee, Sharon. I'm just so sorry. May God be with you, and I'll be in contact very soon.
Thank you, Louis. And Daisy. I love you, Daisy.
Yes, you is.
Love you too.
Love you so much.
But
Thank
you're
you.
working while I'm listening, and you make me very sad. we don't realize people hoe sê mense dit nou in Engels? Mense hou hulle op met die nitty-gritty goeders. En daar's soveel hart wat verloor. En ons is regtig jammer oor waardeur julle moet gaan. Ons voel dit. En die bietjie wat ons daaraan kan doen, probeer ons. Maar ek is regtig jammer. Jy het 'n baie hartseer storie en die bietjie wat ons kan ondersteun. Ons is hier so, hoor jy?
Dankie. Baie dankie. Papa.
God bless you, Sharon.
I didn't mean to get her to cry as well.
No, this story, if it doesn't hit somebody's heart, I don't know whether there's a heart still left. Sharon, God bless you. I speak very soon to you. Say hi to everybody there, please, at Eureka and Groendorp. Thank you so much.
I will.
God bless you.
Know how I was put on here to do this with you. Thank you.
No, that was God incident. I never planned that. Thank you very much. God bless.
I got no makeup, so it wasn't planned.
Me neither.
Thank you, Louis. Bye-bye. Love you guys so much.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ja, mense, ek wou nou daar net met besigheid ingeval het. Ek voel ek gaan net 'n bietjie van die foon af net nou. Ek gaan miskien net gou net praat dan dat hierdie video dan net oor Eureka en Groendorp handel en dan gaan ek net so 'n weekie vat en dan sal ek net so 'n bietjie later met julle praat oor besigheid. Daar's mense wat met verskriklike pyn op hierdie aarde rondloop. As mense wat in Gaza gegooi word met bomme op hulle kindertjies, waar hulle kindertjies ledemate verloor, is iets soos 13,000 kindertjies wat al arms of bene verloor het daar. Daar's verskriklike oorloë wat in Sudan aan die gang is, waar mense in 'n burgeroorlog is vir baie lank en die wêreld het verloor, het vergeet daarvan, want die oorlog in Oekraïne, Rusland en ander plekke in die wêreld, in die Midde-Ooste, trek basies al die aandag weg. Daar's mense wat totaal vergete is, en so ook Groendorp en Eureka. 2019 het Adrian gesê, man, die situasie in Suid-Afrika is sleg, mense kry baie swaar, daar's mense wat deur allerlei misdaad, hijackings en moorde, verkrachting, gaan op plase, dorpe en oral. En daar's mense wat net onder hulle eie mense wil kom bly. Hulle voel veilig daar. Hulle is nie, en ek kan jou een ding vertel van die mense wat saam op die bustoere was, wanneer ons by Eureka aangegaan het. Ons het nou nie Groendorp toe gery nie, die bus kan nie daai pad hanteer nie, dis al klaar moeilik, daai 25 km uit Garries na Eureka toe. Eureka is die eerste dorp wat baksteenhuise is, daar is seker omtrent so 40 of 50 huise gebou, en baie daarvan staan nou, waar hulle nie kan verder bou nie. Daar's 8000 erwe deur Adrian Nieuwoud uitgesit op daardie plaas, wat hy by Pieter Schreder gekoop het, en die plaas is dink ek so 3500 hektaar, pragtige plek op 'n koppie, en ek was van redelik vroeg af betrokke om te help met die infrastruktuur. Adrian het natuurlik die lewe aandeel daarvan ingesit, en ons het hom gekompenseer daarvoor, en Adrian is nie meer 'n jong man nie, en baie mense is kwaad vir Adrian, baie mense beskou hom nou nog as die melkkultuur of die kubuskoning, soos vir my ook, beskou hulle as Ponzi-skema operateurs. Maar Adrian het 'n hart vir sy mense, Adrian het sy foute, net soos enigiemand anders, maar die mense is nou weesgelaat, en Groendorp, 5 km van die mond van die Groen rivier, waar hy ingaan in die see in die Weskus, die Atlantiese Oseaan. Daai mense het dan verwyderbare strukture gebou, natuurlik met 'n ordentlike fondasie, en dan verwyderbare strukture het sy hout of een of ander materiaal, meer moderne materiaal waarmee hulle bou. En daar was baie mense. As jy so oor die knoppie gekom het, en jy het nou van die Eureka se kant af verby Adrian se plaas op linkerhand gery, dan nog so 25 km aan, dan kom jy nou amper by die mond van die Oranje. En daar's die gastehuis van Adrian se skoondogter en sy seun Kolie, pragtige plek, Groenriviermond, en ek is mal oor daai area. Julle weet dit self, ek en Daisy het vasgeval daar, terwyl ek haar nog gevry het, en ek nie nog die weg was van Ronel af nie. En vasgeval met die Land Cruiser daarso, tipiese boertjie wat nie verstaan van plaas, al het ek al hoeveel plase gehad. Nou goed, so daai mense word weggejaag as gevolg van politiek. Afriforum het nou onlangs so 'n maand of 2 gelede wou eervat vir goed wat hulle nie doen nie. Ons is al van 2019 af, beklei ons in die hof, baie van julle sal ons al in Garries gesien het, in Kimberley in die Hooggeregshof, en dan het Walter vir ons gesê dat hy dit verwys het na die konstitusionele hof, en toe hy nou deur die Landros Engelbrecht toegesluit is, vanweë trustgelde, het al hierdie goed na vore gekom, en die baie tiene van sake wat hy moes hanteer, was hierdie een van die sake wat hy die bal laat drop het, die mense gedrop het, en dit maak mens baie sad, want hy was saam by Groendorp en Eureka, mense toegespreek by 'n paar geleenthede, saam met ander prokureurs en advokate. So, my hart is baie seer aantrent. Ek wil vir julle vra om alles op R10. Kom ons sit 'n trust vir hulle op, 'n rekeningkie vir hulle op. Hulle is nie baie mense nie. Ek dink by Eureka is daar seker maar omtrent 20 mense, 25 mense oor. En dan klink dit asof daar maar iets soos 8 families daar so oor is by Groendorp. Kom ons help hulle. Ek sal vir hulle 'n ordentlike bedrag ook gee. Dis mense in absolute nood wat hulle laaste geldjies gebruik het om nou hulle laaste woningkie te gaan bou. Daar was nie net ou mense nie, daar was ook jonger mense, maar hulle het die plek verlaat. Baie hartseer verhaal. Mense kan baie kritiseer om te sê, maar blanke alleen dorpe, en ek het al gesê, dit is nie my uitgangspunt om blanke dorp as sulks te ondersteun nie. Ek ondersteun mense. En of dit dan 'n blank dorp is, of 'n Namastad, en of dit 'n Zulu huis is, soos in Kandla, ek glo dat die kultuur, tradisies van mense moet gerespekteer word, en veral in 'n situasie soos Suid-Afrika, waar mense nie meer weet waarheen om te hardloop om vrede te vind nie. Daar is verskriklike moorde, verskriklike wrede goed wat met ons mense in stede sowel as op plase gebeur. En ek sal solank as wat ek 'n hart het en omgee, apolities dink rondom dit. Ek dink aan die mens, net soos ek oor Gaza dink, nie in Palestyn nie. Ek dink nie oor the peace of Jerusalem nie, en ek weet, hier's mense wat my daaroor kritiseer. Ek gee nie om oor the peace of Jerusalem nie. Dit skeel my min. Wat my skeel, is dat alle mense is kinders van God. Alle mense is kinders van God. Die feit dat hulle hom nog nie aangeneem het as hulle persoonlike saligmaker, sê nie dat God nie vir alle mense liefhet nie. Ons kan nie opgee op hierdie mense nie, en ons sal ook nie. Daar's van julle wat in soortgelyke dilemma's sit, en ons moet vir julle ook help, en ek sal my rug breek tot die dag dat ek my kop neerlê op 'n kussing, om 'n rol te speel, om ons mense te help. Al probeer hulle my so hard stop, soveel keer rekeninge vries, soveel keer my pogings probeer saboteer. Ek weet ons sal deurbreek uiteindelik, soos wat ons sal, en ek gaan in besigheid so bietjie later dan nou praat. My hart is 'n bietjie oorvol gewees. Ek het heel toevallig die vrou gesien hier so opkom, ek het haar lanklaas sien opkom, Basil Higgs en Sharon, en hulle geweldig, ons was redelik betrokke by hulle, dit wat met hulle gebeur het in daai stadium in Durban met hulle dogter, so dis nie asof ek dit nie weet nie, en 'n mens probeer bystaan so ver as wat jy kan. Kom ek vra vir julle dat ons daar net 'n rukkie afgaan, ek sal dan later kom, ek wil baie spesifiek dan met julle praat, oor die planne wat ons het. Die eerste hofsaak is afgehandel in hierdie week, ons wag net vir die uitslag, en die likwidateurs is besig om te hardloop oral, om te probeer slaan. Hulle het omtrent al almal gedagvaar wat kan leef en beef in die personeel en prokureurs en selfs vir SARS en hierdie en daai. So ek wil net vir julle sê, hulle gatte gaan klap. Liebenberg het nou eers begin werk. Ek hoor hulle wil my arresteer. Dis baie goed. Doen dit baie vinnig. Moenie tyd mors nie, want ek wil by hof kom en ek wil kan begin praat. Hou nou op tyd mors. Ek wil ook weet waar is hy Jooste met ons 52 miljoen rand diamante en goud. Ek wil hê dat Mike Bolhuis bloedrooi in sy gesig is oor die dinge wat hy aangevang het en hoe hy vir Jooste wat by my steel wegsteek en saam met die valke werk. En ek wil graag julle klagtetjies sien wat julle teen my het. En ek wil graag in 'n hof kom met oordentlike advokate. En hierdie pad wat ek seer gekry het met Walter deur op hom te vertrou, hopelik sit ek agter my. Ons tel ons kop op en ons hardloop voorwaarts. Mars. Ons dink aan die mense van Groendorp. Ons dink aan die mense van Eureka. Ons gaan julle nie vergeet nie. Baie dankie, dan praat ons later 'n bietjie besigheid. Baie liefde vir julle. Dankie Henry, ek sien nou 1500. Ek gaan vra dat ons mense hier, wat absoluut betroubaar is, gaan ons vra om daai fonds, dat daai fonds nie onder my naam of Daisy se naam of so opereer nie, 'n fondsie wat ons bymekaar sit.
Nee, jy sê wie dit sal doen,
En,
met jou privaat kan.
Ja, kom ons reël dit privaat, dat iemand nou nie weer 'n teiken word vir hierdie vieslike likurateurs en hierdie breindood mense wat baie keer op vyandgroepe is nie. Kom ons beskerm die identiteit van mense, maar betroubare mense wat 'n boekhouer of prokureur of 'n trustrekening ran, kom ons help vir hierdie mense. Ek sê nie dit gaan 'n verskriklike bedrag wees nie, maar kom ons hanteer die finansies reg wat dit aan betref, sodat ek kan gaan saam met julle en dit dan aan die mense oorhandig en hulle help in hulle verskriklike nood. Baie dankie, ek praat later met julle oor besigheid. Ek is jammer dat ek nou gekaap is, maar ek beskou dit as die Heilige Gees wat my in hierdie rigting dan gelei het toe ek die vroutjie gesien het. Ek weet almal het nood, baie mense het nood, en ek bid vir julle vandag, elkeen besonder, dat die Here vir julle genadig sal wees en dat hy ons gaan help. Ons moet ons mense weer bymekaar maak, al 44,000. Ons moet hulle bymekaar maak onder 'n kombers, dat ons vir die Here 'n groot ding kan doen. In hierdie jaar 2024 en verder, maak nie saak hoeveel aanvalle ons kry teen ons nie, ek weet dat die Here sal ons deur dit alles dra. Ek wil julle verseker, ek is die man wat baie gekritiseer gaan word, maar ek is ook die man wat nooit sal weghardloop nie. Nooit sal weghardloop van my verantwoordelikheid nie, al hardloop almal wat langs my gestaan het weg. Ek sal nie weghardloop nie, en Daisy sal nie weghardloop nie. Dankie, 'n heerlike geseënde dag vir julle, ons praat later wanneer ek net besigheid praat. Dankie en tata eers. Bye.